What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Nate Trades. This is week number 3 of documenting my journey to becoming a consistently profitable day trader. On this channel, I go through every win I take, every loss I take, every trade I take, and all the lessons I learned from them. So, getting right into this week's trade recap, I took one trade this week. It was a win. We did have Thanksgiving and Black Friday holiday price action, which was Juki Cheeks. For my trading strategy, but let's get right into it. Okay, so this is the trade I took. It was on Thursday. So let me get into my bias and I'll explain why I took this trade. So going into this day, there was these two highs that we were bullish towards. We were clearly trending towards them, but ES took out both of them, SMT. So I was leaning bullish for obvious reason. You know, we were respecting these 4-hour for value gaps and just going higher, and we were disrespecting the bearish one. You can see there's this giant one right here. So I was bullish, but there was a high time frame SMT. So my ideal scenario going into the day was I was looking for a sweep of London high, which was this high right here, one of these two highs. It was one of these two highs, a sweep of that, and then just a short to rebalance. So getting right into it, at market open, we moved up, so we swept out London high right here, and I didn't get a clean inversion in this leg because I didn't see anything clean here. This is the 1 minute time frame, by the way. I didn't see anything clean here, and so I stayed out. And then I was like, and then when price reswept this level, I was bullish, but there was the SMT, so I was okay taking a short today. So my clear A plus draw of liquidity was not higher because of the SMT. It was lower with all this LR, all these failed swing lows, failed lows. The low resistance liquidity, that was A plus for me. So when we got this clean resweep of this high, we immediately started displacing lower. Now, I journal it all the time. I'm trying to be more reactionary. And so that was what I did on this day. The highest time frame inversion in this leg was a 4-minute fair value gap. Right here, I marked it out for you guys. And then my target was I had these two 15-minute fair value gaps right here. Now, because I was bullish, like overall high time frame bullish, I knew that, or I thought that price could definitely reverse off of either one of these fair value gaps. So what did I do? I went for a minimum of 1-to-1 RR. So I put my stop at the body high of the 1 minute. My entry was a little bit late, but I took the 4-minute inversion. And then I didn't really have a break even. I was really confident in this. And for that reason, I said, all this LR, there's no reason all of this shouldn't get run at the same time. So I honestly just went break even. I think it was at this low right here. And then I was targeting both of these 15-minute fair value gaps for a minimum of 1-to-1 RR. Now, the lesson I took away from this trade, it did win, but the lesson I took away from this trade was, if you'll see here, price went down. It didn't hit this other 15-minute fair value gap. It hit this 15-minute and started just sitting here for 30 seconds or something. And I just closed it because I knew that this was a potential place that price could trade up higher from, definitely could reject from, and it did later after my trade. But yeah, that was something I could grow in. I know I did the right thing. The next candle did smash through the TP level, which would have been, I think I targeted this other 15. It was like my original idea. But I definitely closed it right in here. I closed it early. And simply for the reason of I'd rather close it a little bit early and not just let it come all the way up here and just knock me out break even just because it hit one 15-minute fair value gap and not the second one. It seems stupid to just, if price is just gonna react off this, to just not take my profits. So I did take my profits here. Now that is the only trade I took this week. So since the video is pretty much over, I figured I'd just go right into my plan for next week. I am going to be working out a new risk management strategy. 30 days ago, my strategy and my trading was going terribly. And so after watching a YouTuber named Justin Werlin, he talked about it in one of his psychology videos. One of the things that helped him a lot was de-risking by like a third. And I'm only on evals right now. And so I know it's paper, I know it's not real, but for some reason I think when I would put big risk on the table, it would make me take less good trades. So the last 30 days, ending today actually, so I'll be starting the new risk management plan on Monday. But last 30 days, I de-risked. I risked $250 on an eval, which is obviously really, really low. That is what I did the last 30 days. I told myself I was going to knock it out for 30 days. After that was over, I would re up my risk. So I did, and honestly, it's one of the biggest things I've ever done for myself in trading. It was honestly the best thing I could have done because 30 days ago, my mindset, I literally remember this. I was driving to Bible study actually, and I just remember thinking, geez, Nate, why can't I just win in trading? Why can't my trades just play out? Like, I feel like I'm rushing it. Like, I feel like I would just be pattern trading. Like, maybe I would take an inversion to the upside here and target some liquidity up there. Um, and so I remember that, and that just hit me. And so I said, you know what? No, I'm going to set aside 30 days of my trading journey, and I'm going to focus on the process because $250 is never it's just not going to blow my account. You know, it's going to make me a better trader. It's not really going to affect me mentally. Like $250, if I lose it, who cares? Whatever. I can buy another eval. So that was what I did the last 30 days. If you're also struggling, I would recommend that you do that. That helped me a ton. I mean, a ton. And obviously, you can see from the first trade recap video I took to this one, my trading has actually gone up so much. So my risk management plan from here on out is going to be simple. On evals, I'm going to try and pass them. I'm going to risk half of the drawdown in the trade. So I trade 50K funded accounts through Apex Trader Funding, the Tradevate accounts. And so I'm going to be risking the drawdown is 2,500 with a profit target of 3,000. So I'm going to be risking about $1,250 per trade. And it's an ROI game. And so I know that. And so I'm going to be risking that much on evals. And then when we get to fundeds, I'm going to risk a fourth of the drawdown. So be about $500. And then scale from there. I feel like the last 30 days has really helped me to lock in with my trading. And so I'm confident now in myself and in my trading strategy that my trading is just not gonna it's not just gonna fall off if I up the risk. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing going into next week. I'm also gonna be doing one other thing. In my strategy, I trade highest time frame inversions, 1 through 5 minute. Going into next week, I am gonna be adding the 30 second. I saw two trades this week that that I could have taken if I had just taken a 30 second because what I like to look for is if there's a really big leg, I like to see a resweep, clean resweep. And sometimes on the minute and the 5 minute time frame, we don't get that. But on the 30 second, I saw that happen multiple times. So I'm only going to take the 30 second inversion if I'm very, very confident because otherwise that's stupid. Just just straight up calling it how it is. Trading 30 second is stupid if you're not super, super confident. So that's what I'm gonna be going into next week. Um yeah, that is what I'll be doing, and I hate my birds. There's a bird in there, I hate it. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video and you want to follow along with my journey, hit the subscribe button, and if you want me to kill a bird, I don't know if I can say on YouTube actually, but if you want me to get rid of that bird, hit the like button. See you boys.